Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Stiffler Manufacturing once again. We'll be prepping another live here. Another QA live stream like earlier. There we are. Okay, which should we swap it out for? Let's go with... Oh, why not this one? Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Stifler Live. Brookside, welcome back. Doing another Q&A. Let's see, what language are we in? I think we're in English today. What is the date? Today is the date of all days. Yes, we got to start adding the new tag, Stiff Nation. Oh, thank you. That was pretty awesome of Reaper. Let's see. What description do I want to use today? Let's go with the link bio. That was a wild stream, man. It's my second longest one. I think the longest one I did was like 5.5 hours. That was wild. I was so tired. Oh, we'll be doing our live once we hit the 1K. Or we'll be doing our giveaway once we hit the 1K. Yeah, for right now we do Hollow Sun, Gideon Optics, Omega Red Dot, and I'm liking the Wolf X Pro from Siley Optics so far. There we go. Let's see if that saves it and fixes it up. Looks like it did. Alright, it did. Excellent. Evening QA Live. Alright, welcome everybody to Stiffler Manufacturing. We are a slide producing company. We make gun slides. We turn bars of steel like this into slides like that and Cerakote them into that. don't think I've tried the Vortex yet. I have tried the Hollow Sun 507C. Hey, Murky, welcome. McMahon. That's Camo Turbo, thank you. I'm liking our new camos. We're doing pretty well. Feel free to ask any questions as we go through our QA here. Earlier I did almost 5 hours. I don't know how long this one's going to last. I guess as long as people keep engaging, I'll stay on. And as long as the coffee keeps flowing. Oh, that's where you went. Yeah, the M81 Woodland, it's pretty sweet. Well, I do like the OD. It kind of reminds me of like a swamp type camo. Is indeed a revolver. Single action, 45 long Colt. I had it in the live earlier. G23, what's going on? Welcome to the live. Doing a QA. See if we can answer some questions for people. Working on our 1K subs for the giveaway. We'll be giving away a Viper once we hit 1K. This will be our little wheel. For the RMR cover? I suppose we could find smaller ones. There we are. Daniel Carter. Oh, DLD. It is free. It helps. Gets us closer to that 1K so we can give stuff away to you people. Oh, you can see what colors we have on our website, but it's a wide range of colors. Let's see here. What do we have? The Viper probably has the most colors, I imagine. But let's take a look. Jesse James Eastern Front Green, Battleship Gray, Burnt Bronze, Graphite Black, Shimmer Aluminum, Habanero Red. And this isn't even the specialty slides. NRA Blue, Space Worn, Gold, Sig Pink, Green Mamba, Arctic White, Bright Purple, Hunter Orange, Desert Sand, Tungsten, flat dark earth, sniper gray, burnt bronze. Oh yeah, a lot of colors. Bright purple, mil-spec OD green, USMC red. A lot of colors. Yeah, Green Mom is fairly popular. I don't know, your name has come up there a few times. I'm not 100% I want to use this wheel, but I mean, it seems like it's working all right. What in munitions? Oh wait, do I have it set up in alphabetical? Let's fix that. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. See how all we're gonna get on this. Yeah, Brookside. Yeah, Gideon Optics is good. I like them. Twisty's Gun Show. This wheel is going to be so ridiculous the night we do this. Alright, that is, what is that? Okay, yeah, it was Fluffy Bunny. Alright, fair enough. That was so close. Right past G23. Don't Call Me Radio, what's going on? So once we get to 1,000 subscribers, we are going to do a giveaway with one of our slides. And so we make gun slides here out of bars of steel like this one. We turn them into slides like this, or like that. Utah's doing a giveaway at 10K. Yeah, we're going to give away one of our Viper slides. Actually, let's add a poll to that too. We had a poll going earlier. It looks like people were pushing towards the 26, but let's see what the new group thinks. There we go. Sig Pink and Purple Lightning. Man, I'll ask. A G23 slide. We have to ship to a U.S. address. It has to be shipped in the United States. I know I get requests quite a bit for around the world, but I have to ship to the U.S. And a big issue is the ITAR laws. So it's the International Traffic and Arms Regulation under control of the Department of State, which basically kind of regulates handguns, rifles, parts, etc. being shipped outside of the United States. So because we do not have any of the licenses that we need to do that, we can only ship within the United States and its territories. Now, there might be some loophole in there, but we're not going to play with it. It's better not to mess with the government on this one. Yeah, you got to legally be able to own firearms and build firearms in the United States. A big one we get sometimes is people ask for CAD files. They're like, oh, okay, I understand you can't ship, but maybe you can email me the CAD file. Well, one, why would I want someone using our CAD files to make our own slides? And then two, that's also illegal. Yeah, exporting technical drawings, CNC files, CAD files, tooling data, that's illegal. And we ain't doing that. Thank you all for the likes, and do I get new subs? Let's take a quick little look. We're at 665. No, okay, we're still at 655. All right, no worries. We'll get there. We'll get to that 1K. I can tell my paint crew to be lazy. They don't have to worry about this one. Y'all should want to make my paint crew work harder. What up, G23? Oh, that's what happened to that. There we are. Welcome to the live. We're doing a Q&A. If you have questions, feel free to ask. DF, what's going on? Our product is strip slides for the Generation 3 Glock 19 and Glock 17, as well as complete slides, barrels, and upper parts kits. So essentially, we turn bars of steel like this here into slides like this, and then we Cerakote them into various different colors. Thank you for asking, Matthew. No CZ stuff yet. We'll probably expand into additional models once we get our Glock stuff set up. 19 and 17's on Glock. Working on the 43 next. After that, it's like, okay, do we do the 26 or the 365? Got to see what our distributors want, what customers want. And I'm getting requests for CZ, so I got to start looking into how big the CZ mod market is. Mostly it's aesthetics, but technically it does expel some gas. Also, Having that there is a little bit of us having an ego, because we use 17.4 stainless steel, so our metal can handle it. Whereas some other companies use what's 416 or less than 416, and their slides can't handle it. Not really. We're not really set up to make adapters like that. Also, I think a few of them are patented. Because I was looking at some of the Gen 3 to Gen 4 adapters, and it looks like some of them are patented or patent pending. Stifler is our name. It's a German name. American Pie. Yes, it is. Let's see. Etymology. Derived from the German word stifle, to boot. Likely means that our ancestors were once boot makers. Well, how did Glock patent their slides? How do some companies patent certain screw styles? If you make something nobody else has, you can get it patented. And once the patent expires, then everyone else can touch it. Which is why there's so many aftermarket slide producers now, is the Glock patent expired. FV Ordnance, what's going on? Gen 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. As for what we make, these are Gen 3s. Well, thank you for the likes. Greatly appreciated. Getting ready for bed. He works hard. Breaking the government stuff. I wish I was doing stuff like that. Oh, that it does. What time do I need to get up tomorrow, too? That's a good question. I'll figure that out later. Sometimes it's 4 a.m., sometimes earlier. Sleep comes when it wants to. You can wave it off for a little while, but eventually sleep wins. And then you end up sleeping for like 12 hours or more. That's what I'm doing. It ain't easy. Especially when we were doing 3 jobs. That's what we called a flipple. Hello. Welcome to our live. Feel free to ask questions, comment, opine, as it were. I should probably get this package too. Do I do it now? Do I do it tomorrow? Decisions. Eventually. Everything's on the way eventually. Oh. This is Ghost Dad Tactical Lube. It is called the Ecto Lube. And it smells like green apples. G23, I don't know if you were in here earlier. We had a couple of chomos I had to kick out of here. Bunch of freaking weirdos. I've heard good stuff about Aegis. Be right back. Let me grab that polymer bag I need. Get up there, you. Oh, no worries. We were doing okay earlier on the live stream, and we just got a couple of weirdos who needed to be banned. I don't ban people very often, but, oh, no. You're good company. These guys were not. Were I emperor of the land, they would be publicly executed by being dragged in different directions by rabid elk. Yeah, rabid elk works. Yeah, there we go. Drawn and quartered. That's the word I'm looking for. Drawn and quartered by rabid elk. But we live in a polite society with laws and stuff. Okay, I've wrapped a box. That's a lot of banned people. Holy crap. Feet first, G23. Feet first. That too. Definitely with the adrenaline. But that's okay. They're gone now. And we'll do our 1K giveaway sometime soon. Heh. I was all in my lonesome earlier. Our little test wheel. What was that one movie? Like The Beekeeper or something? Where they just put him into a cage with bees. G23, what? Oh. See? There's a chance you could get it. I'm disturbed by everyone. The human race disgusts me. But I kind of need their money to live, so, you know. Winner, winner. Winner. Where's my tape? Not that tape. There we are. Let's get this all packaged. I know it's going to be a specialty Viper. I just don't know what color. Unless we change our minds, and then I have no idea at all. But were I Emperor of mankind? The rules would all be bullshit. Okay, let's grab... There we are. Get some scissors. Being responsible and actually wrapping something early for once. If by BB you mean big and bad, sure. Specifically, that's a Glock clone utilizing a Stifler Manufacturing slide and a Palmetto State Armory frame. Nine millimeter BB. Okay, and we'll cut you here. It does kind of surprise me sometimes, but I do forget just how many people don't live under the very umbrella of freedom to just own individual firearms. And then there's us, just out here selling parts and stuff. Like that movie Lord of War, you know, with less shenanigans with Interpol. That was a fun movie, though. The gun in the back, this one here, that is a Ruger SR9. Just for funsies. I had a Ruger Vaquero out earlier. Does this slide have optic cuts? Yes, it does. It has the Trijicon RMR flat optic cut. Let's get a bit of tape for you. There we go. Nice and cushiony. Should be really protected, probably. I love the SR series. Easy takedown, fits well, works, wasn't expensive. Yep. Trijicon RMR flat optic cut. It'll fit most things like Hollow Sun 507C, Gideon Optics, Omega Red Dot, Siley Optics, Wolfex Pro, and EDG, stuff like that. The SR9 is a 9mm. LCP, isn't that a 380? If people don't celebrate Thanksgiving or eat apple pie, they probably shouldn't. That's good. Guess that means I should... Oh, I'm probably going to have to swap those out, come to think of it. shame. Reaper, what's going on? I was in his live earlier. He was doing a giveaway. It's pretty awesome. Let's see, there's the colored ink. Where's my black ink? Oh, there it is. Way over there. Don't fight me, printer. You should do as you're told. There we go. Thanks for all popping in again. I'm surprised I'm doing another evening live after earlier's. But, you know what? Got to get those watch hours in. Got to get those subs. Can't give away a slide if I can't get those subs. There we go. There we go. Get in there. Looks like we got 71% saying we should do a Glock 26 over the P365. Dan's asking, what do you think of the the E series? Is that the Elite? I looked into it briefly. It looks like we're going to have to run our oven much hotter to use it. And honestly, especially during the summer, that might be a problem. So I wonder if we do limited runs in the cooler months, or... It's an interesting looking Cerakote, but we haven't had enough time to actually go over it. We try to have limited interaction with the whole office on the weekends if we can. Doesn't always happen, but... Oh yeah, that purple lightning one's pretty cool. Perhaps I should swap things around a little bit. Eh, does break it up a little bit. I need to get a stand for my revolver. Heck, I just need to go to the range with this revolver again. It's been so long since I've actually shot it. Or it's been so long since I've actually had fun at the range. A lot of my range time now is just testing slides and stuff. Let's see, who's this one going to? Texas? Yep, Texas. Well, alright. Sending one off to Texas. Heck, we got one for the Mariana Islands the other day. That's pretty sweet. Purple one's probably back at the shop. Texas, Liberty County. I told you. I said it earlier. You say Texas and someone will show up. Yep, we are sending one of our gun slides off to Texas tomorrow morning. Not familiar with that city, but going off to Texas tomorrow morning. If this printer will ever actually print. Thanks for everybody popping in to Stifler Manufacturing, where we make gun slides that fit the Generation 3 Glock 19 and Glock 17, with the Glock 43 on the way. If you order one from Missouri, I will happily send it your way. Hey Pat, how you doing? Okay, why are you not printing them? This is driving me insane. Error printing. Alright, cancel it. You never take this long to print. St. Louis. I've been through there. They got a big old giant U shape coming out of the ground. It's upside down for some reason. I think they call it an arch. Much appreciated, High-Vis. Much appreciated. The arch controls the weather. Didn't many years ago some pilot get in trouble for flying through it? Alright. Why is there an error? What the hell? Fine, cancel it all again. What's wrong with you, printer? You're driving me crazy. Alright, let's try this again. Come on. Error in queue again. Ain't this something? It's gonna be my whole evening, isn't it? Alright, well, let's save you so I don't lose it. Exit you. Well, thank you all for popping in. And please feel free to ask any questions. I'm just doing another QA like earlier. Ask away. And I will attempt to answer it to the best of my ability and or with shenanigans. Think you're low on paper? Is that what's up? Well, we can fix that real damn quick. You're not low on paper. We'll get a 43 at some point. Not exactly sure when, but some point. Live from that on that. There we go. Let's try this again. All right. See if that works at all. Probably not. Are your ported barrels already ported from your distributor, or you do that yourself? They come from the distributor like that. ELD Performance, and they're already ported. Or threaded, or just standard. Depends on what we order. Still can't get it to print. Go figure. Well, let's try it with this, and let's try it with that. You change out the ink, and all of a sudden it wants to be just a diva. Hey, alright, come on. Come on. Yeah. Man fighting a printer. The decades-old battle. Let's see, what is tomorrow's date? The 21st? We get our parts kits through Stiffler Manufacturing. And funny enough, we're also getting some frames from them too to do some slide testing. Swapped out our SR9 for the revolver. Not bad. I mean, I wouldn't say like they're OEM good, but they're not bad. They're better than the Polymer 80 frames. I can't really give it a true analysis because I haven't dumped a couple hundred or a couple thousand rounds through them yet, so can't really give you an accurate. Yeah, I can't really give it an accurate description or rating, I guess. I have done a few thousand rounds on the PSAs. They seem to keep working, though issues I find with the PSA is that sometimes you need to polish the rails and check for burrs. Okay, where's my final polymer bag? There you are. Thinking of getting an actual Glock 1917 doesn't seem worth it with all the clones available, so 43X MOS for under 450 seems like a good path. Hey man, I recommend everybody start with a Glock OEM before they start cloning. The thing with the clones is that you just have to pay attention to the market. You have to look at reviews. You got to figure out who's good and who's trash. If you go out and buy a rock slide, I'm gonna laugh at you because you clearly didn't review anything. But there's companies out there that make good quality parts kits and slides and so on. It's just you need to research. Some people went with some stuff because it looked flashy, but then the company ended up not being so good. Yeah, I mean, that's a curse all of us deal with, right? Some companies look like they're good and they're not. Not just guns, but other things too. Like why I would never own a Tesla. Their customer service is garbage. Not that I really have anything against electric vehicles, it's just Tesla's customer service is shit. That and a lot of the new safety features on electric vehicles. That's where I have issues with electric vehicles. All of a sudden things can't start up. All of a sudden you can't flee from a dangerous situation. You mean the Ruger Kiger 9C Pro frame? I'm selling this slide to a lady. Do you mean Ruger? Ruger bought out Anderson. I used to like Rugers. I think the Vaquero was my last Ruger purchase. That or the LC9S. Rosario. Nope, I don't have any 47s. I do have 17s, and the 17 will fit on the 47 if I remember right. Someone feel free to correct me. Get in your bag. Okay, so I guess I will have to fold this. Yep, gonna have to fold it. It is what it is. Nope, I don't make anything with FN, just the 17s and the 19s, and we plan to work on the 43, hopefully before year's end. Get down in there, you. Though all of our slides are optic ready with Trijicon RMR flat optic cuts. Nope. We were planning on doing a SIG P320 slide. Even started doing some measurements, but following the ICE announcement, as well as a lot of other cops shooting themselves in the leg, we have since canceled all plans to do a 320. Running out of tape. That's okay, this will be enough. No, I've had some good discussions with some people, and I don't know. There's potential for some litigious issues involving SIG that I just want to avoid. It is currently not economically viable to deal with 320 right now. The P365, maybe. It's still working, no issues with it. People still have a good following on it. But the 320, that's a good sidestep for now. Nope, just the 19 and the 17 for now. Plans for the 43, hopefully before year's end. If all goes well. There we go. Oh, let's see. What are we at right now? Do a quick little refresh. 658 on the subs, right on. 71% say Glock 26. All right. 17 likes. Got a handful of people in here. Jessica Cortez, welcome to the chat. Feel free to ask any questions. Well then, bye. Once we get to our 1K, we'll be giving away an SM19 Viper slide, kind of like this one. Social media is not your friend, unfortunately. Meta targets us pretty regularly. Yep, and Meta runs Facebook, Instagram, Threads. They're not very 2A friendly. They're not very gun content friendly. Even when you're following their rules, they still come after you. And when you complain about that and you say, hey, look, by your own rules, we were following what you said we were supposed to do, they're still going to mess with you. At least until you're big enough for them to mess with you, potentially causes them legal strife. Because you notice they don't really go after Glock, or Smith & Wesson, or Ruger, Daniel Defense. Pick a company. But they will mess with smaller businesses and content creators. Because they know you don't have the ability to go after them. It's kind of messed up, but it is what it is. When we go do our giveaway, we're going to do it on a wheel kind of like this one here. And then some lucky winner will get one of our SM19 Viper slides. Fluffy Bunny Arsenal, welcome. You're going to get a 19. We might do a 17 on our 3K. Oh, Fluffy Bunny, so close. I want one of those big old Price is Right wheels that I can spin myself. Anywho, that's the plan. Once we hit our 1K, we're going to give away a Viper slide. And I don't know, maybe in a month I'll be there, sometime August if I'm keeping these numbers up. We'll see. Happy to have all of my foreign national followers as well, just unfortunately you can't enter. I can only ship slides within the United States and its territories to residents that are lawfully able to purchase and or build firearms. Paul Witt, what's going on, man? Welcome to the live chat. Feel free to ask any questions. Today is a QA day. That is a Palmetto State Armory Dagger compact frame in tan. Thank you for joining us, Teddy. You know, I don't know. I know that used to actually be a big thing way back when, 1800s, early 1900s. Custom engraving. I don't know if anyone does that. Aftermarket revolver cylinders. Looks like a machine. Oh, this is from 2007. Okay. Possibly a company called Practical Machine. Oh, no, that's a website. Okay. Custom revolver. Okay. Okay. They want to do 4520. Okay. This is where I go down a rabbit hole. I like them for their price point. They work. Their price point's good. You might have to do some finishing work, like polishing the rails or, you know, anything like that, but they work. Safely strapped. Has anyone ever done aftermarket? Oh, yep, I was already looking into that. So pretty much someone has a Mac 1 that they... Okay. A Dagler. A Revagler. A Redolgler. Quite possibly could be. A 17L dagger frame? Well, let's see. They have the micro for the 43. They have the compact for the 19. The full size for the 17. I suppose PSA might make one if they thought there was a market in it. That's usually the big thing. They're probably thinking, can we sell the thousands? I'm sitting here thinking, can I sell hundreds? And will that just keep going? Will that pay for new machining? Well, let's take a brief look at the analytics. What are we looking at right now? Not bad, not bad. Could be better, but not bad. Let's see, we're at 68% on that Glock 26. Okay. Quack Smoker, what's going on? Yep, getting a little bit closer each day. Below average Utah dad. Welcome. Oh, that's what I should do. I always forget to announce when I'm doing these on Instagram. Oop, there we go. I haven't tested it on Shadow Systems. In theory, so long as anything is designed for the Gen 3, you're good to go. And we test our frames against Glock OEM. We test our slides against... Sorry, not our frames. We test our slides against Glock OEM, SCT Manufacturing, PSA, and Polymer 80. We do not do framework. We are not an FFL, so we can't touch them. Man, I'm so jealous of Theo right now. Bro's just putting guns on his stove and killing it. Metal frames might be a thing, potentially. I mean, you know, with FCUs involved, it's potential. It's a possibility. That'd be pretty cool, to be honest. Metal frame with a Viper slide. That'd be cool. Well, thank you all for popping in. Thank you so much for the likes. Get some new subs. It's greatly appreciated. Because once we do that 1K, we're doing a Viper giveaway. And some lucky American is going to get a Viper slide from the Stiffmeister. Glock metal frame. I mean, that's mostly what we make. But, I don't know. Options. options, copious options. But we're not ready for something like that yet. We've got to keep growing as a business. Got to keep growing. Just keep growing. There we go. One slide getting sent off to Texas. We'll see if anyone else orders any tonight. Have we put our ideas up to the other partners for voting? Fusion Firearms XP Pro, I think it's called. Glock clones besides the magazine release, it takes Glock mags. Yeah. Though I think I heard of a company making metal Glock mags. Of course, the downside of wrapping that package tonight is that now I have nothing to wrap in the morning if I decide to do a live. Dang. Poor decisions. Let's see, how is RB Market doing? You know, I do need to reach out to some local Arizona businesses, see if they're interested in our gun slides. They weren't a year and a half ago, but things have changed since then. Let's see, who should we reach out to? And by all means, feel free to keep asking questions. I'm going to be on for a little while. Keep this QA going. That's a good sign too. Always take a look at some of the reviews. There's been some I have completely bypassed as a business. Oh, they have recent reviews. That's good. You know, I don't recall liking their FFL transfer fees, but they do have a good selection. But they're also not the worst FFL transfer fees I've seen. Yeah, the worst FFL transfer fees I've seen are like 50. Yeah, 50. I don't think I've seen anything higher than that. But... And that's 50 per, not 50 for the whole thing. Hey, Twisty's Gun Show, what's going on? The PSA micro dagger mags work great with the 43X, and you don't have to change the mag release. That's good. How's the Wolf X Pro doing? I've put 200 rounds through it, and it works fine in an indoor range, but I still need to go out to the desert and trash it. And I still have to unbox that EDG. I should have done it this weekend, but didn't get around to it. That's okay, more content for later. Twisty, we'll be doing a 1K giveaway once we get to 1K subs. Teddy, thank you. Yeah, Gideon Optics is good too. Give them a look. Oh. That's what I need to start doing some overnight lives where my guns are just on something and let people comment all night long. Man, no, I can't give away American citizenship. I can tell you to join the U.S. Armed Forces. That's how I knew some dudes who got it pretty quick. We're giving away, see that white slide there? We're giving that away. Don't know what color yet, but that model. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Let's take a look at their online shop. We're going to see if... Retail. Yeah, that's who I want to reach out to. I want to reach out to retail. It's a Colt clone. It's a Ruger New Vaquero single-action revolver. I got this a few years back. Still love it. .45 Colt. Oh yeah, I enjoy it. Let's try these guys again. Subject. Yeah, there's just something about old revolvers, or even modern remakes, that are just nice. Really want a combat 9mm revolver, something 4-inch, no mags needed. I have quite a few 357s and love them as backup pieces. Wish there was a 9mm Schofield out there under $1,000. 38. 38's just 9mm long, essentially. I mean, I could see. I mean, they did make 9mm revolvers a while back, but as I recall, didn't you need like moon clips to use them? I've heard of fried Twinkies. I have never heard of a bacon-wrapped Twinkie. Well, man's lust for salty sugar, no ends. Dude, Mexican food's amazing. Let's see, let's pop into the Stifler website. Bacon wrapped deep fried Twinkies. I've never heard of pork chop on a stick. I've seen meat on a stick, but never pork chop on a stick. What am I missing? Like I've seen, kebabs and I've seen steak on a stick. Imagine it's similar concept. Let's see, 265, 245, 270. Ray, what's going on? Yeah, it's really freaking hot. I mean, we do have county fairs and stuff, but... And we do get some good street food. A lot of good Mexican food, fair food. We get a German fest that comes through around winter. That has a lot of interesting stuff. The street fair is good. A lot of good food. But, yeah, it's also really hot here, so it's got to be certain times of year. There we are. I do, there was this New York bourbon last time we passed through that I wish we could get some more of out here. 4-button or something like that. It was pretty good. Man, that sounds kind of nice. Ain't gonna lie, Teddy. That sounds a little nice. Damian Christian, what's going on, man? Getting those likes and subs in. Thank you guys so much. 658 on those subs. The funny thing is, when we reached out to this store, I'm looking at Diamondback, they told us they don't do slides, they only do complete guns, and now they do slides. Ain't that funny? That's alright. I'm still trying to get this other store to pick our stuff up, but they don't return calls and emails. The employees are great to talk with once we roll in, but whatever their management is or their owner, just never returns calls. Never returns emails. It's frustrating, but whatever. Because, funny thing is we're only like 10 minutes away. So it'd be super easy, like, oh, hey, cool, we finished an order. We'll just drive it over. We're not going to toss it in the mail, Damn. Have a good one, Teddy. Okay. So let's see what they're stocking. They're stocking Grey Ghost Precision strip slides for G17, Gen 3, running, and keep in mind here, this is the strip slide, 415, hamburger. I'm selling my 17s complete at like, or no, I actually don't have any completes listed. I'm selling my 19 completes at 250. So the 17s will be a little bit more than that. Okay, so let's look for their lowest one. Not brand, not by caliber. I wish they had. Okay, so we're looking at 337. That doesn't count. Okay, so let's get past. Oh, is anyone familiar with Landtac USA? I'm not familiar with that company. Landtac USA Razorback strip slides. Hmm. 17.4 stainless, that's good. Make 17s and 19s. Then we have the 365 from Sharp Bros. Okay. So they're making some SIG slides. Rival Arms 365. I know Rival Arms. I've heard that name around before. But that's a $400 strip slide. Sweet Jesus. Okay. Let's go back to the email. Let's see, let's look up Landtac. Landtac USA slides. For Glock. Okay. It does not look like they are listing their slides anymore. They do have barrels listed, receivers for ARs, but for Glock parts, they don't have slides listed on their website. Interesting. It looks like they've transitioned to AR. Oh god, that's a $3,000 AR. There we are. I've got to get a comp for the 9mm barrel. Yeah, man. Mark 30, what's going on? We're just doing a Q&A session tonight. Get more likes and subs so as we approach our 1K to do our giveaway. And I am reaching out to various gun stores right now. There we go. Let's see if this email works. These guys don't have a history of responding to emails, which personally I find is a bad sign as a business. Like, at the very least, you can have the nuts to say no, right? Like, if you're not interested, just tell me you're not interested. Be a man. Don't waste everybody's time, or don't do half-assed emails and phone calls where you tell us to check back later. And don't do that to other people, too. Everybody's time is worth something. Don't waste people's time. Just if you're not interested, just be like, hey, man, you got a cool product. We're not interested at this time. Maybe try again in 6 months. Cool. Too easy. Then all of a sudden I'm leaving you alone for a while, and that's it. We don't have to do this back and forth email stuff. Learn to adult, people. You can say no. Sorry, our business is not interested. We've told people that. Ruger Black. That is a Ruger New Vaquero. Mark, you are right. ChatGPT is too easy to create an excuse. Just stop leaving people hanging. Heck, even if you use frickin' Google, if you use Google Mail, it has a help me writing option for professionalism. Just tell people you're not interested. It's not hard. Don't waste people's time. Don't be like, oh, you know, I'll check back in a week when the manager's here. But what it is that's corporate training for decades. Don't piss people off. Like just kick them down the road. Maybe eventually they'll get the hint. And it's like, no, when someone's trying to sell something, they take you at face value. Check back with us in a week. Okay, we're going to check back in a week. Call this number. Okay, we're going to call this number. Just don't waste people's time. It's ludicrous. Good, Bad, Ugly. Heck yeah. That is a great movie. Fistful of Dollars, A Few Dollars More, Good, Bad, and Ugly. Hang 'em High. Great westerns. There we are. Oof, pop my back. That is the Wolf X Pro and the Wolf EDG. Okay, now let's see if I can formalize this. Let's see if Google writes it better than me. Let's see, there we are. 4 Glock 19 style slides and 3 Glock 17 style slides with a 4th Glock 17 style slide coming. We're also developing a Glock 43 compatible slide for future release. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm still going to change some of it up, but that's a pretty good response. Thanks for popping in with us, guys. Sorry I got a little quiet there. I had to try to figure out a potential business that we're going to sell to. Let's see, let's change that. its current inventory of gun parts and accessories to include additional stripped or complete aftermarket Gen 3 Glock 1917 style slides. Da, 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 da. Effectively fill a price gap. Yep, there we go. We manufacture our slides. From 17-4 stainless steel and complete all finishing work, including Cerakote, in-house. Currently we offer 4 Glock 19 style slides. Thank you all for joining us. If you have any questions about our Stifler Manufacturing SM19 style slides, that revolver, manufacturing process, the steel we use, what have you, feel free to ask questions. We're doing a QA tonight. We are a manufacturer and supply. Several Arizona-based gun stores and additional numerous factories. Vendors and distributors in other states. Awesome. Oh, there we go. Email out, and we'll see if they respond tomorrow or this week. Oh, their email address is not listed. That's cool. Let's try again. What else do they got? That's always good. Okay, so the retail email was not good. Wow. Okay. That's also that's a little bit of a flag for a business when their listed emails don't work. It's like, oh boy. Yeah, okay, we'll try info. We'll see if that works. Oh, man. Wild. It's always fun when stuff like that happens. Okay, let's try again to that one. Just let them know for your situational awareness. Alright, let's try it again. Oh man, thank you guys for sticking with us. Got a little boring towards the end, I know. But if you have any questions, feel free to ask. If we were to pop in. Alright. When was the last time we contacted them as well? Okay, oh, so we last contacted them a year ago. Okay, yeah, so we'll go with that again. Alright, good to reach out after a year. They'll probably still say no, but that's okay. We tried. And we have a finely tweaked email we can use for other purposes. Now, how about these guys? S&G Tactical? That looks interesting. Okay, for firearms, handguns, revolvers, semi-automatic, receivers, frames, okay. What about strip slide? What do you got? I see, I see. He has Grey Ghost precision slides, some of which are out of stock, and that's it. Okay. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, guys. It's greatly appreciated. Oh, here we go. Contact us sheets. That's another kind of irk for me, is that when you're trying to reach out to a business and their contact information isn't up to date, or they make it incredibly hard to reach out to them. I actually had that. We went into a gun store once and showed up with a Pelican case full of our stuff, and they're just like, "Oh, why didn't you email us?" And I'm like, "We tried several times. No one ever responded." And it turns out the person in charge of that email no longer worked there, and no one had ever checked, gotten it updated. That was fun. That's okay. We'll try this one. Let's look at our scent. Let's compose a new one. I do kind of wish I was on Rumble right now. I could actually touch these and interact with them more. YouTube just does not allow it. Let's see what we've got going here. Oh, dust cover went live. Good. Hey, Work Smarter. Happy Sunday. Thank you. That is a Ruger New Vaquero and 45 Colt. Yeah, I saw that with the 320. We're just wondering if the 365 is still viable. We did have plans to do the 320, but following all of the ADs with their 320, as well as ICE in California moving their departments away from using it and shifting over to the Glock 19, we canceled it. So we're not going to do that anymore. But the 365, I wonder if it's still... There's no problems with it, so I wonder if it's still viable. For all the P320 surplus, yeah. We have, yes, but we're not an FFL. So making frames is a little bit out of it. Well, I suppose we could make frames for certain ones if they have an FCU. Right now we just make slides for the 17 and 19, both in Gen 3, and we are planning on making the 43 hopefully by year's end. Oh, of course they want full price. Okay, let's make sure that's the correct email. Yeah, Dust is streaming. So what I do is I usually have earbuds in, and I listen to multiple people streaming while I'm also streaming with you guys. It slowly drives me insane, but it works. That is a great question, and I'm sure we are all looking to hear the findings. Multiple of them are under investigation right now. They're evaluating the handguns by multiple police departments and their own internal inspectors. I doubt we're going to get a good word in from SIG directly, So I'm curious what these department inspectors are going to find out. Oh, yeah, dust is... Okay, I know what he's talking about. Oops, I forgot to do the sales email. Oh, well. I also wonder if any of the California models had the UCD. It's a good question. Their YouTube page is kind of non-existent. They got a decent amount of subscribers, though. What about their Twitter? Hey, Pat. July 19th. Okay. Oh, but their Instagram's doing good. Right on. Let's see, when was this posted? Oh, back in April. Okay. Oh, but this was a day ago. Okay. Two days ago. Oh, from Live Free Armory. That's funny. That's funny. Some good prices on some stuff. Okay, what about Murphy? Let's see if we'll reach out to this guy. Does he have a contact us? Oh, it's phone call only. That's unfortunate. In this modern day, like, let me just shoot you an email about, hey, what we're doing. Mm. Thanks, G23. Appreciate you popping in over there. Man, I've been doing this for 2.5 hours. Wild today. What you not trusting, Pat? Oh, the 320. Right, right. You know what? I'm going to change the pole. Because obviously it's going towards the Glock 26. At least by 2/3. And that's 36 votes. That was pretty good. Why not the 2011? Let's see, what other slide options are there? There we go. I'm not familiar with the 2011 at all. It's like a 9mm version of the 1911, right? Hey, Don J, what's going on? I have no idea yet. Right now, we're just kind of putting on brands. I never got to talk with Dusk before he did his live. Grand did a video and every 2011 was drop safe. Double stack 1911. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's do a quick refresh. Check what we're at. 659. All right. Getting there. Only 341 to go. Oh. I wasn't tracking that information. You passed me at 641? What I'm kind of curious about is if they posted this before Dust was kind of pissed off. Because that's what it looks like. Yeah, Don J, I play Helldivers primarily, and a couple other things in my free time. Got a couple boys and friends, play some stuff with from time to time, but mostly just working anymore. Okay, so let's see. We reached out to those guys. Hail Super Earth. Yep. No, I'm not going to bother with them. We tried talking with them before. That's just, yeah, we're not going to try. Look up Grantham is your pistol drop safe video and go in 22 minutes, watch the first minute. Okay. Got to get a different Gideon optics. I screwed up and got an MOS cut optic. Oof. Maybe you can get a mounting plate. Going through reading comments and stuff. I'm sorry if I've been quiet. Gotten this craziness in the background. Yeah, we could check out 520. See if... Oh, they have their own ranges. That's pretty cool. Hey, have a good one, Pat. Thanks for staying in. I appreciate it. I think I might push 3 hours tonight unless people start getting heavy on the engagement. At this point, I'm reaching out to businesses right now. There we go. Okay, he's got a few things. Shooting range and gun store. Okay. Let's see, what's the location? Okay. Oh yeah, definitely is. It's a late evening. Oh no, that's a Ruger New Vaquero, 45 Colt. I mean, I should crash out at some point. But nah, we're gonna keep this going. Oh yeah, thank you, Don J. I picked that up a few years back for around 600. Probably 600. You can shoot 410 out of the Judge, and then followed by 45 long Colt, yeah. And then I think you can do also 45 ACP with the Governor revolver if you use moon clips. I don't know if you can shoot 45 Colt out of a 410 shotgun. Maybe you could. I've never tried it. Oh, it's gonna be a night of drama, I can tell. J-Dog, what's going on, man? Doing our live QA, J-Dog, and I'm just going through emails and Trying to reach out to some businesses in the meantime. Oh, heck yeah, man. I need to see... Okay, so they got range lessons, firearm rentals. Okay, so these guys are just strictly a range. They don't sell guns by the looks of it. Ow. What is the worst Glock clone frame I've ever had? A 3D printed one. I don't know what material it was, but it broke. And some 3D printed ones last, 150 to 200 rounds. Uh, this one did not. The Geisler Defense Gen 1s have tons of issues, but they work. Yeah, I've heard that before. There was a lot of talk about the Geisler Gen 1s and Gen 2s back when we were still on Reddit before the big company ban. I know our slides work on Geisler. I've heard there's a lot of Gen 1 issues, and then there was communication about the Gen 2 that was a problem. But I'm not fully up to date on it. Oh my goodness. Hey, Poppy the Gun Guy, what's going on, man? If we do, it will not be the 320, which I'm kind of disappointed in, but it's not economically wise for us to go with the 320 right now. Maybe the 365. To be honest, I'm not even really sure what I do on the others. Smith & Wesson, maybe an M&P. Colt, 1911, I guess. CZ, I have no freaking clue. disappointing. Oh, the white slide there? Oh, yeah, I think we sold... I have to check in tomorrow and look at our inventory. But I think we might have sold, if not all of them, most of them. But RB Market still has some slides as well. Oh, the paste thing is probably a fucked move, but... Oh, the one you got. Right on, man. There we go. Yeah, this guy we sell some of our slides to as well. So if there's anybody looking for any more blems, give him a look. He has some of them. Or discontinued colors or whatever. He has some of those. Oh my god. Thank you, Curtis. Greatly appreciated. So here we have our PSA Stifler clone, a Ruger New Vaquero in 45 Colt, and then some of the other slides we make here. We have our 17 Viper, our 19 Zoom in Lightning Stencil, courtesy of Tactical Penguin, and our Habanero Red Hellet slide. Yeah, I like the metallic flake on the tungsten. Oh. Oh, this is not going well. This is where the, respect with my guy, but this is where 2A business drama hits hard, and better to just let cool heads prevail on stuff like this, because it turns into a whole thing. Yeah, man, that metallic flake on the tungsten's pretty damn sweet. I love it. I also like it on the burnt bronze, and it looks pretty good on... Oh god, what was that one called? Oh man, I'm name blanking. Shimmer aluminum. That's the one I was looking. Shimmer aluminum. Oh, man. Okay, that's fine. Which business is next? Not 520, not that one. No. There are maybe. I think I've reached out to them in the past. Let's see, here we are. Ammo, magazines, optics, knives, parts and gear. Okay, parts and gear. Slides, slings, scents, safeties. Don't see slides. Do we have a search option? Here we go. Slide. Nope, that's a negative there. Thank you all so much for popping in. Oh, Frontier. Yep, and no website. John Gunn Sam. Let's check him out. Okay, what kind of shop we got going on? Oh, we got handguns, rifles, shotguns. Ooh, the Ruger GP100. I always kind of wanted one of those. Don't know if I want to drop 700 on it, but... Ooh, a Remington 1903. Damn. Nope. Don't do it. By appointment only. That's not usually a good sign. Could be a guy in retirement. I knew a guy that did that. He ran a gun shop in retirement. And he had some interesting hours. Interesting. Oh man, Theo is still killing it by his stove. That's wild. Okay, let's swap all the guns out and let's switch it up to the frame so I can actually touch stuff. Okay, there you go, there you go. This comes out. Okay, swapping back to the slides. There we go. And say hello to the Viper, the Hellet, the Zoom, the Turbo, the Viper, the Viper. Got a bunch of Vipers up today. There we go. It's a little better there. Wolf X probe, Wolf EDG. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm still online, still here. Don't know why. It's been a crazy day. Looks like we're doing 29% on the Colt, the SIG, and the CZ, with 14% on the Smith & Wesson. Ooh, my goodness. There we are. Drink water, guys. If you're staying up this late, drink water. Juliet Tango Custom. That one looks familiar. I think I know him from somewhere. Oh yeah, we're following each other. Huh. That's why. Wild. Okay, well that's not my bag. Not dealing with that anymore. Oh. How about these guys? They're closed, but are they still closed? I don't know. What kind of gun shop should I reach out to across America, ladies and gentlemen? Not this one. Oh, that one's out in... Where's that? Out in Vale? What about you? Who are you? Oh, I see. It's a holster company. Okay. Where's this place? I don't even see it. Where the hell is it? It's wild. Check out that Ghost Dad Tactical Lube. We're going to try that out the next time I go to the range. Which I really need to do. I keep putting it off and putting it off. Alright, let's see if this guy's still operating. Okay, let's see. Parts and gear. Okay. But do they have slides? That's the big question. Do they have slides? Nope. Nope, they don't. That's unfortunate. FFL services, gear and accessories, parts and gunsmithing. Here we go. Okay, barrels, chokes, conversion kits, hand tools. Oh, I lost my own personal audio. Let's fix that real quick. There we go, all fixed. Hey, Gunnar Kincaid, welcome. I'm just doing a day of lives and QA. Okay, let's check this company out. Slide. Do they have slides? Oh, they do have a Glock MOS slide. A single Glock MOS slide. Oh, a Grey Ghost Precision slide. Rival Arms, Novesk. Smith & Wesson Shield slide. P320, 365. Ruger Security Max. Okay. Well, alright. Oh, is there no email? That's disappointing. Hate it when a business doesn't have an email. Oh, nope. Let's check my sent email. Right. Oh, it's too long. Okay. That is unfortunate. Okay. Armor, bear, arms. There we go. How's it going, Gunnar Kincaid? What's going on with you, man? Heck yeah, I found an email. I don't know why stuff just isn't listed sometimes, but I found one. Armor. Okay. There we are. Hey, thanks for everybody popping in again. Just showing off our slides, talking 2A, answering questions. Feel free to ask what you like. We'll do our best to answer it, or we'll give you shenanigans. Okay. Okay, let's remove this. Yeah, I'm just going to stay clear of that. It's looking like it's going to be a whole shit show. Okay, let's do a quick check on that email. Oh, they're on arms list. Okay. Hey, Poppy, if you're still hanging around, how you liking it so far? Oh, I don't know who these guys are. Nope. Nope. That looks cool. Nope. Nope. Let's try another one. Not doing Dick's Sporting Goods. Hell no. That's a gunsmith. It's an auction. Man, we need more gun stores in this state. I'm sad to say that one of my favorite gun stores went out of business a few years ago. And the location they were in got like bought out by Allstate. And if I remember right, the property owner just kept raising kept raising rent on them. Messed that all up. So it just made it to the point. He's like, "Look, I'm doing this in my retirement. Like, screw these guys." The funny thing is, I bought like some of my first guns from them, and it'd have been so cool if I could turn around and sell slides to those guys too. That'd have been a full circle kind of thing. That would have been cool. They were veteran owned. They were prior law enforcement, and just in retirement, running a gun shop. Alright, we're done with that one. Popping in. Oh, my message was blocked. Wild. That's fucking disappointing. Alright, I tried. Screw it. Man, those of you guys still hanging around in my chat, you guys are awesome. Well, I'm just working here. I mean, I'm looking over, checking, see if anybody's got questions and whatnot, but... But I have done at this point 8 hours of live today, as well as the lives I've participated in. So I'm brain dead on what to talk about anymore. So if you guys have questions, let me know. Hey, G23, thanks for sticking it out, man. I appreciate it. I'll catch you sometime later. Damn right, G23, damn right. Wise words. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, we do sell slides to Delta Team Tactical. That comes up every now and then. Oh, hey, Aaron Wilson. How are you doing? Do you find Glock clones to be as good or better than original Glocks? Yes, no, but you do have to put the work into building it. Like, if you just go and grab the cheapest parts, then no, absolutely not. But if you go through and you get good parts kits and you get good slides and you get, take the time to put it together, then yeah, it'll be a great build. And it can arguably be equal to again, arguably better than a Glock, but it's all based on different features, right? Like, so Glock has their MOS optic cuts when we do Trigicon RMR flats. So it really depends on like what you're looking for in your build as to whether or not you can compare it to OEM and say, is it as good? But I mean, ultimately, just don't go really cheap and then put time and effort into your build, and yeah, it'll be a quality thing. That's not to say that you can't find a good deal on parts. You definitely can. But just, don't scrape the bottom of the Chinesium. Hey, Ammo Alchemist, how you doing, man? What's the opinion of the PSA dagger? It works. It does. You might need to polish the rails when you get one. Yeah, good old Chinesium. But, just inspect your frame, look for burrs, look for rough edges in the polymer, polish your rails. You might need to sand it and polish it a little bit, but you can get a good quality out of a PSA. Let me just, what do I want to move? Let's move these. I have a, here we are. PSA right here. There we go. I actually just bought 3 more PSA frames. Yeah, that's one of our slides on the dagger right there. ABC Lifestyle, what's going on? Oh, no worries. It was a quick little swap. But yeah, we use PSA pretty often. And we also use SCT Manufacturing. We've got some polymer 80s lying around. And then, of course, the standard, if you're doing, for measurements and testing, Glock OEM. And it's like magic. Flying Rich, what's going on? I'm just killing myself on live today, Rich. 8 hours of this today. I think there's something mentally wrong with me. Oh, congrats on actually getting a P80, man. Those are hard to find. Go slow with it. You're not getting replacements easily. I can have a life when I'm dead. I've got 2 or 3 P80s lying around. We were one of the poor fools that got stuck with not getting any right as P80 was going under. Because you were like, oh yeah, we already got a few P80s. Yeah, let's order some more. And then all the legal trouble came. The funny thing is, we had ended up in a conversation with P80 about potentially doing some work with them, and then things went downhill. The what could have been. Because they were looking for manufacturers for a lot of stuff. But that's okay. Now we're supplying to a few different distributors. I've been awake too long. Yeah, I imagine, especially seeing some of the fallout. At the time, though, we were brand new. I mean, we were making a quality slide, but we were new, and very few people were willing to take a chance on us. So when we saw that, we were just like, oh, hell yes. And then it fell through, and we were just like, oh no. Actually, the Stifler in American Pie only has 1 F. We have 2. But we are very well familiar with the jokes, and we embrace them. This one time at band camp, but then we ended up with several other distributors around Delta, MMC, Davidson, a few small gun shops. They buy a few things once in a while. Who knows? Maybe we'll get bought out by Ruger someday. still 300 plus away. Y'all ain't ever getting this free slide. I'm gonna give this free slide to Rich or somebody. Oh wait, I already did that. Alright, sending a slide out to Texas tomorrow. Actually, let's check that. Am I sending anything else out tomorrow? I could wrap it now. Nope, not sending anything. Okay, alright. Okay, that's what's available. I could request it now, I suppose. Tennis processing. Okay. Nah, we'll leave it where it is. Leave it where it is. Oh, I thought we did. Did we not? Let me check, Rich. Cause here we go again. Oh, nope, that's somebody else. Oh, here you are. Okay, USPS tracking. Why did she just copy this? Why? Making my life difficult. Okay, there we are. 55 out one. Not 579er. And you don't get the rest. It looks like it's stuck in Phoenix. But let me get you a copy of the... Let's see, when was the 16th? Wednesday. What the hell? Frickin' post office. Okay, here we are. Last known location, Phoenix, Arizona. And then, as of yesterday, listed as in transit, moving to next facility, arriving late. Frickin' ATF plot. That's what this is. Here you go, Rich. Popping this in on your end. Over on Instagram. When did we dropped it off on the 14th? What the hell? Yep, okay, USPS in possession. They kept a hold of it for 2 days for some reason. Before it got to Phoenix. Or maybe a day and a half. It's just hanging out in Phoenix for 3 days. What the heck? Hey, Kurt24, what's going on? I'm trapped in live. I've been here for 8 hours, Kurt. Not really. I took a break in between. Do you like the thumbnails? I'm thinking about making those into stickers. Yeah, USPS could just be going slow. And we were having an issue for a little bit there where post office was reusing tracking numbers, but they had not waited the full, I think it's 120 days that they're supposed to wait before they recycle a tracking number. So it was causing shipping issues. Of course they are. They want our Stifler. They can't have it. They gotta pay. Actually, the funny thing is we have a separate warranty for government agencies. It's like half the time. We are. I mean, never done anything wrong. Secret security clearances, both me and my brother. We ain't got nothing. Actually, I do need to update this warranty again. Now that I think about it. Damn it. I gotta go right in legalese. That's okay. Grok. ChatGPT. Nice. Oh. Gerald Martinez, what's going on, man? Yeah, I'm avoiding some vet drama right now, too. Just gonna stay very clear of that. Not that I don't like some of the people involved, it's just... We got a little giveaway going on for that 1K. Well, how about that? Dark's getting a pink one. Okay, this is kind of weird. It's all the people I know. Alright, where's Kurt 24 on here? Oh, there he is. What? What? Oh, so close. ATF intervened. Hey, wait, yeah, you're not on here. Hold on, let's fix that. Boom. Now you are. This is our little test wheel. When we actually do the giveaway, we're just going to add names to it as we do the live. Fluffy Bunny. A fun little wheel. We're going to be doing a slide giveaway, Ammo. We're going to give away one of our SM19 Viper slides when we get 1,000 subs. Or wieners. Definitely wieners. Do you like to... Hey, Flying Rich. The ATF couldn't keep you down. Do you like Shenanigans, that goofy place with the shit all over the walls? If you get the joke, you're cool. I know, that Farva is a thing from Super Troopers. This is a joke I was making. What was my last call sign before I got out? My call sign, my last one was... Firm was one of them. Demon 92. That was the deployment. Nah, I forget. Kurt, no! So close, Kurt. Yeah, this is going to be a little weird when I do the live for this, because there's already so many names on here as it is. Fluffy! What's up, Crumpy? I got a Funko. I like that little damn thing. Call sign Stiffy. Little slivers. No, I'm not doing this for too much longer. I'm gonna have to get up in the morning at some point. Or I could just stay up all night and crash out on caffeine. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do this like I'm a freaking 20 again. It's all coming together. Oh, spending part of the night reaching out to just gun shops. See if we can do some small sales. 5 slides, 10 slides. Man, I'd love to have like 100 small gun shops. It's a month or something like that. Hey, Tactical Penguin. Heading on over to all Glock clones. Welcome. All right, cool. So Facebook kicked us out of all of our groups after they took away our recommended status. They suspended that status, and they're like, you can't be recommended as a page anymore. And they kicked us out of all the groups, so we had to go and reapply to all of the Facebook groups we were in. So that was freaking fun. Okay, got all that. All right. Yeah, you guys are awesome hanging out with us as long as I've been doing this dumb bullshit. I am so not entertaining today. Okay, let's do our final refresh. We'll take a look at the last metric, and then that is probably where I'm going to call it, because I should attempt to be a responsible adult. Hey, we're at 660 subscribers. That's awesome. 340 to go, and we will do that Viper slide giveaway. Not sure which color we're going to do exactly, but it'll be a Viper. Or maybe we'll let the winner choose. I don't know. Alright. How are we doing on that poll? Pretty much even across the board, with the exception of Colt. Alright. 365 or an M&P, huh? Could do an M&P. Yeah, like, 2 weeks ago I was at 260, I think it was. Maybe it was 3 weeks ago. Oh, just trying to get more. Trying to get the word out. Can't have all my eggs in one basket. We do collabs, Gerald, every now and then, if you have a gun channel. And then we are going to be doing giveaways and such, Our first 1K, yeah, giveaway. Maybe the next time we hit 3K, giveaway. 5K, 10K. Eggs. Eggs. Yeah. I kind of want some eggs. See, this is how late it is. I'm already starting to think about breakfast food. Where's the nearest Waffle House? Being an adult sucks. Alright, that's where I'm cutting it. I'm calling it. Alright, you guys have been awesome. Thanks so much for popping in throughout the day. This has been 8 hours of just total randomness. Alright, there we are. Let's get this packed up tomorrow because I don't care now. Thanks for staying. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for liking, subbing. And as always, stay 2A every day.